Hi, 7th grade. Welcome to your second day of review for the New York State math test. Let's start with number 19. Jensen stopped at a rest area A along the side of a highway. His map, shown below, has a scale of 1 inch to 35 miles. Jensen planned to stop at rest area B next. What is the actual distance in miles between the two rest areas? Well, if 1 inch is equal to 35 miles, and we know rest area B is 2.5 inches away, we can set up a proportion and cross multiply. 1x is equal to 35 times 2.5. Get out my calculator. And x equals 87.5 miles. Which statement describes the decimal equivalent of 7/8? Remember, a decimal looks just like a division symbol. So if we do 7 divided by 8, we get 0.875. So it's a decimal with a repeating digit of 5. No, it does not repeat. It's a decimal with repeating digits of 75. Again, doesn't repeat. It's a decimal that terminates after 2 decimal places. Well, 1, 2, nope. It's a decimal that terminates after 3 decimal places. Oops, I don't know why I crossed that out, because that is the answer. Number 21. Which expression is equivalent to the expression shown below? So I need to do some things here. We can first PEMDAS. So inside the parentheses, can we do anything? And we can take this and add it. So I'm going to turn everything into, well, let's leave it as fractions because fractions are what's in the answer. So I've got -1/2, -3/2 x, and I want to add it to that 6x. So I'm going to make 6x 12/2. So 12/2 is equal to 6 plus 1 minus 3x. I can combine like terms. -3/2 x and 12/2 x. So I'm going to leave my 1/2, -1/2. And -3/2 plus 12/2 is 9/2 x plus 1 minus 3x. And then we got to distribute. -1/2 times 9/2 is going to be -9/4 x plus -1/2 minus 3x. So now I can combine like terms. I got -9/4 and -3 with x's. So I'm going to turn that 3, put it over 1 to fourths. So that's going to be times 4 times 4. So I have -9/4 x minus 12/4 x minus 1/2. So I know it's going to be minus 1/2. So I'm going to cross out c right away. All the rest have minus 1/2. -9 minus 12 is going to give us -21/4 x minus 1/2. 4 goes into 21 7 times? No. 5 times. So that's going to be -5 1/4 x minus 1/2. Ooh, there it is, D. All right, Leanne collects data throughout basketball season and uses these data to determine the probabilities of different teams playing in the league championship game. Probabilities of her 4 favorite teams playing the championship game are shown below. Which of these teams is least likely to play in the championship game? So we want to find the one with the lowest probability. Well, 2/3 is equal to about 66.6 repeating percent. 4/5 is 80%. 3/8, let's see, 3 divided by 8 is 37.5%, and 1/2 is 50%. So least likely to play would be the Bulldogs. They have the lowest percentage of winning. Next one, number 25. The initial balance of a savings account was $275. After which transactions will the balance of the savings account be same as the initial balance? So we want whichever one would cancel out. So withdrawal, meaning take away $232, followed by a deposit, which is adding $132. Those don't cancel. A deposit, so we're adding $278, followed by a withdrawal, so subtracting $278. Those cancel each other out. But let's try the others. Withdrawal of $115, followed by a deposit of $312. That wouldn't cancel out. A deposit of $205, so adding $205, and then withdrawing $317. So that one doesn't cancel out either. Number 26. A researcher surveyed 5 randomly selected employees from each of 4 different companies about their daily commutes to work. The table shows the commute times for the surveyed employees. Based on the data, which company most likely has the longest average commute time per employee? So we have to find the average for each company. So remember, the average is when you add them all up and divide by how many there are. So the first company, 24 plus 26 plus 28 plus 23 plus 21, and divide that by 5. 24.4. And then the next one, 6 plus 32 plus 9 plus 31 plus 21 divided by 5 is 19.8. And the third company, 15 plus 15 plus 15, they're all 15, divided by 5 is 15. And the last one, 13 plus 10 plus 45 plus 12 plus 15, divided by 5 is 19. So which company most likely has the longest average commute? That would be the company 1. They have an average of 24.4 minutes. 27. In a scale drawing of apartment 1, centimeter represents 2 3/4 feet. The length of the kitchen is 4.5 centimeters on the scale drawing. What is the actual length in feet of the kitchen? So again, we're going to set up our proportion. 1 centimeter is 2.75 feet. And the actual drawing is 4.5 centimeters. And we want to know how many feet that is. So cross multiply 1x is equal to, and we do 2.75 times 4.5 to get 12.375. So that's D. You can always double check, but it's the only one that has 12 as the whole number. A passenger train has tickets available for 12 window seats and 8 aisle seats. The next person to buy a ticket will be randomly assigned to one of those seats. What is the probability that the next person will be assigned an aisle seat? Well, there are 8 possible aisle seats out of a total of 20 seats available, because you add these two together, 12 plus 8. That reduces to, if we divide both by 4, that reduces to 2/5. Answer is B. 32. The scale drawing of a field in the shape of a triangle is shown below. What is the actual area in square meters of this field? So we are going to find out area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2, the base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1/2, 7 times 5 is 35. So I find out what half of 35 is 17.5. But you have to pay attention. Use the key. Each box is worth 2 meters. So you're going to have to go and convert that by multiplying by 2. And the answer is C, because 17.5 times 2 is 35. A vehicle uses 1 1/8 gallons of gasoline to travel 13.5 miles. At this rate, how many miles can the vehicle travel per gallon of gasoline? So if we've got 13.5 miles in 1 1/8, 1 divided by 8, 1.125 gallons. I want to see how far can it go with 1 gallon of gas. So I set up my proportion, cross multiply. 13.5 is equal to 1.125x. Divide both sides by 1.125. Cancels out on the right. 13 divided by 1.125 is equal to 11.5 repeating, which is about 12 miles. All right, that's all we have for today's 7th grade. I hope you're enjoying your break, and we will continue this tomorrow. Bye.